Welcome to HD Rare Coins111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The story of the United States of America Washington Quarter 1776 to 1976 is one that blends history, patriotism, and mystery into one shining silver coin. Known as the Bicentennial Quarter, this coin celebrates 200 years of American independence, a remarkable tribute to the nation's freedom and progress. When it was released, the 1776 to 1976 Washington Quarter wasn't just another coin, it was a national celebration in your pocket. Every American who held it felt a part of something bigger, a connection to the history that shaped the country. The coin was struck to mark the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It replaced the regular Washington Quarter design for a short period, making it one of the most iconic coins ever minted. The obverse of the coin still features the familiar image of George Washington, a portrait that had already become an American symbol of leadership and honor. But on the reverse side, something truly special awaited. Instead of the usual eagle, the reverse design featured a colonial drummer, representing the spirit of the Revolution, the courage, determination, and unity that built a nation. The designer of this stunning reverse was Jack L. Ahr, whose artwork captured the sound of freedom itself, the beat of a drum calling the people to rise for independence. The dual date, 1776 to 1976, was added to remind every citizen of America's 200-year journey from its founding to its modern strength. Millions of these quarters were minted in both clad and silver versions. They were produced at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each carrying its own mint mark and significance. The San Francisco Mint created special 40% silver collector editions, which shine with a brilliance that sets them apart from regular circulation coins. These silver versions are highly sought after today, not only for their beauty but also for their limited mintage in connection to America's bicentennial celebration. The clad coins, made of copper and nickel, circulated widely, filling the pockets and purses of Americans who proudly used them during the nation's 200th birthday festivities. But what makes the 1776 to 1976 quarter truly extraordinary is that some of these coins contain minting errors and unique variations that transform them into treasures worth thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of the most desirable varieties is the doubled die error, where details on the lettering or the drummer's drum appear doubled due to a slight misalignment during the minting process. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where the coin's design isn't properly aligned, leaving a blank portion of the metal exposed, a minting flaw that adds significant value. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint with mirror-like finishes are especially collectible. These were struck multiple times with polished dies, producing coins that shine like glass under the light. Collectors around the world prize these bicentennial quarters for their artistry, symbolism, and historical importance. They represent the spirit of America captured in metal form. Even today, nearly 50 years later, people still check their change hoping to find one of these special coins, unaware that a rare variety could be worth a small fortune. Condition plays a major role in determining a coin's value. Coins graded in high mint state condition, especially those with unique minting errors or perfect luster, can command astonishing prices. Some proof and silver-clad quarters have sold for tens of thousands of dollars due to their exceptional preservation and rarity. The Washington Quarter design itself is one of America's most beloved coin designs, symbolizing leadership, courage, and unity. And the Bicentennial edition gave it a patriotic twist that made it unforgettable. The 1776 to 1976 quarter is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American heritage, a tangible reminder of the nation's strength and the sacrifices that built it. Collectors often say that holding one of these quarters feels like holding a piece of history, a link between the past and the present. Each coin carries the energy of celebration, a symbol of 2 centuries of freedom, progress, and pride. The silver versions, in particular, gleam with a timeless beauty that captures the essence of America's journey from revolution to modern greatness. Many people have discovered rare bicentennial quarters hiding in old jars, drawers, or inherited collections, coins that turned out to be worth far more than they ever imagined. Finding one of these rare pieces in perfect condition or with a minting error can be life-changing for any collector or lucky individual. The thrill of discovering such a coin lies in its story, a story that began in 1975 and 1976 when America celebrated its bicentennial and minted a masterpiece to honor its legacy. So, the next time you come across a 1776 to 1976 Washington quarter, take a moment to admire it. Look at the drummer, the dual date, and the shine of history engraved in copper, nickel, or silver, because one of these rare 1776 to 1976 Washington quarter dollars has been sold for a breathtaking amount of $200,000. If you have a bicentennial quarter or any other old coin, comment below, and let our channel help you find out its real worth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and like this video to support more amazing coin stories and join our growing community of collectors passionate about history and treasure. Top 2. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1973 is one of those coins that reminds us how beauty, history, and hidden value can be found in the most ordinary places. To most people, it's just a simple 25-cent coin, but to collectors, it's a symbol of American craftsmanship and a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. The 1973 quarter was minted during a fascinating time in American history. The early 1970s were years of change, politically, socially, and economically. Yet, even through uncertain times, the Washington quarter remained a trusted part of everyday life, quietly passing through millions of hands across the nation. Since its introduction in 1932, the Washington quarter has carried the proud image of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. His strong profile represents leadership and unity, traits that still define the United States to this day. On the obverse, you'll find the timeless portrait of Washington with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 1973. It's a simple yet powerful design that has endured for decades. The reverse side features the majestic American eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbols of strength and peace. This design perfectly captures the spirit of a nation balancing power with freedom. In 1973, quarters were minted at 2 primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins bear no mint mark, while those from Denver have a small D just beside Washington's hair ribbon. There were no silver quarters made for circulation that year, as the United States had already transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition in the mid-1960s. Each coin consisted of a pure copper core surrounded by layers of nickel, giving it a silvery appearance. Though millions were produced, a small number of 1973 Washington quarters stand out due to their rare minting errors and exceptional condition. These are the coins that collectors dream of finding. One of the most intriguing varieties is the doubled die error. This happens when the design is struck twice on the die, slightly out of alignment, resulting in a doubled image on letters or numbers. Collectors can often spot this doubling on the words, "Liberty," or "In God we trust." Such a small detail can turn an ordinary quarter into a coin worth thousands. Another rare type is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing because the coin blank was not properly aligned during minting. These unusual errors are like fingerprints. No two are exactly alike. Proof versions of the 1973 quarter, minted in San Francisco and marked with an S, are also prized for their beauty. These coins were never meant for circulation and have mirror-like finishes that make them shine with perfection. When a proof or error coin is found in pristine condition, known as mint state, its value can skyrocket, especially when certified by professional grading services. Collectors use grading scales to evaluate these coins, with top grades like MS-67 or MS-68 reserved for those with flawless surfaces and sharp details. Color and shine matter too. A bright, Uncirculated 1973 quarter with its original luster is far more desirable than one that's been worn down by years of handling. Each of these coins tells a story of minting precision, of history, and of the small chance events that created rare treasures hidden among the millions. For coin enthusiasts, the 1973 Washington quarter represents an era of quality and tradition, standing between the old silver coins of the past and the modern designs that would follow. Even though it's not a commemorative issue like the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, the 1973 quarter holds its own charm, understated yet powerful in its symbolism. Every once in a while, collectors or lucky individuals find one of these quarters in near-perfect condition, tucked away in rolls or old collections. Discovering one feels like finding a forgotten piece of American history. Over the years, these coins have been auctioned for surprising amounts, proving that even the most common-looking coins can hold extraordinary value when preserved well. The key lies in attention to detail, checking for errors, sharpness of strike, and overall preservation. Sometimes, what appears ordinary to one person could be a treasure to another. For new collectors, the 1973 Washington quarter is an excellent coin to start with, affordable, historic, and with the potential for incredible finds. But for experienced numismatists, the rare mint errors and top-graded examples of this coin are what truly capture attention and spark bidding wars at auctions. It's fascinating how a simple coin, meant for everyday use, can carry stories of artistry, precision, and chance all in one small circle of metal. Every quarter from 1973 is a link between America's past and its present, a coin that has seen pockets, cash registers, and coin jars, yet still carries value far beyond its face. So next time you find a Washington quarter dated 1973, don't ignore it. Look closer, check the edges, the shine, the details, and even the mint mark. You might just be holding something far rarer than you think. Many have been amazed to learn that their ordinary-looking quarter was actually a rare collector's gem, worth more than they could ever have imagined. And yes, one extraordinary 1973 United States of America Washington quarter dollar was sold for a stunning amount of $187,000. If you have a 1973 Washington quarter or any other rare coin, comment below, and let our channel help you discover its real worth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and like this video to support more amazing coin stories and help other collectors uncover their hidden treasures. Top 3. The story of the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1979 is one that combines art, history, and mystery all in a single piece of shining metal. At first glance, it might look like just another coin you'd find in your pocket, but this particular year's quarter hides secrets that have made it a treasure among collectors. The 1979 Washington quarter continues a proud American tradition that began back in 1932, the year the Washington quarter was first introduced to honor the 200th birthday of the nation's first president, George Washington. Designed by the talented sculptor John Flanagan, the obverse side of the coin features a detailed profile of Washington, strong and dignified, representing leadership and the enduring spirit of America. The reverse side showcases the majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide, arrows and olive branches clutched in its talons, symbolizing both power and peace. It's a design that had already become iconic by 1979, seen and trusted by millions across the country. In 1979, the United States Mint struck these quarters at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint left its mark in the form of a small letter on the coin: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Most of these quarters were struck in the familiar copper-nickel-clad composition, which had replaced the silver coins more than a decade earlier. Yet, some proof versions produced at the San Francisco Mint had such perfection in detail and finish that they became treasures in their own right. While millions of 1979 quarters were minted, only a tiny fraction of them became valuable due to rare errors, pristine condition, or special characteristics that set them apart from the rest. One of the most remarkable types is the double die error. A fascinating mistake that happens when the die imprints the design twice, slightly out of alignment. The doubling can be seen on letters or numbers, making the coin visually unique. collectors hunt for these double-die varieties, as they are extremely rare and highly prized. When combined with mint state preservation, they can be worth an incredible fortune. Another interesting variation is the off-center strike, where part of the design appears shifted to one side. It gives the coin an unusual appearance that makes it instantly recognizable and collectible. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are also valuable, especially those with a deep cameo effect, where the frosted design stands out sharply against a mirror-like background. Condition, of course, plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. A 1979 quarter that has never been circulated, with no scratches or wear, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of times its face value. Collectors use grading systems to determine a coin's state of preservation, with the highest grades like MS67 or MS68 reserved for those that appear flawless under magnification. The better the condition, the higher the price. Even the smallest difference in shine, color, or strike detail can make a dramatic difference in value. What makes the 1979 Washington Quarter so fascinating is that it bridges two important eras: the early traditional quarters of the mid-20th century and the modern coinage of the 1980s. It's a coin that feels both classic and contemporary. It circulated during a time of great change in America, the end of the 1970s, when technology, politics, and culture were all shifting toward a new age. This gives the coin an added layer of historical depth. Some of these quarters even left the mint with rare planchet errors, meaning they were struck on the wrong type of metal blank, often intended for another coin. Such pieces are incredibly scarce and can sell for huge sums. Many collectors don't realize that a small difference in the weight, metal composition, or strike detail can turn an everyday coin into something extraordinary. The thrill of finding a rare 1979 quarter lies in the unexpected, the idea that a simple coin, forgotten in a drawer or jar, could be worth more than anyone imagines. Over the years, stories have surfaced of lucky individuals who discovered rare mint-era quarters tucked away in old rolls or family coin collections. These discoveries have reignited interest in modern-era coins, proving that not all treasures are ancient or gold, some are right in your change. For many collectors, the Washington Quarter is a symbol of consistency. It has carried the same proud design for decades, representing trust, tradition, and national pride. The 1979 issue stands out for its unique combinations, mint marks, finishes, and potential minting mistakes that make it a true collectible for both beginners and experts alike. As more collectors focus on high-grade examples, the value of these coins continues to rise, especially those certified by professional grading services. In auctions, some of the finest specimens have fetched prices that astonish even seasoned numismatists, reminding everyone that condition and rarity always reign supreme. The Washington Quarter remains one of America's most beloved coins, a piece of national history that connects generations through design and legacy. Every coin has a story to tell, and the 1979 Washington Quarter tells one of precision, artistry, and hidden value. It's a coin that proves beauty and rarity can hide in plain sight. So if you ever find a 1979 quarter, take a closer look. Check the mint mark, the edges, the details of Washington's profile, and the eagle's feathers. You might be holding something far more valuable than a simple 25 cents. Because one extraordinary United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1979 was sold for a staggering amount of $164,000. If you have a 1979 quarter or any other rare coin, comment below, and let our channel help you discover its true worth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and like this video so you never miss another incredible coin story and help others find hidden treasures just like this one. Top 4. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1988 is a coin that might appear ordinary at first glance, yet it carries an incredible story of craftsmanship, hidden errors, and astonishing value. For most people, it's just another quarter, but for collectors, it represents one of the most exciting finds of the late 20th century. The Washington quarter has long been a symbol of American pride. Introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, This coin became one of the most recognizable and beloved designs in U.S. coinage. On the obverse of the 1988 quarter, you'll find the timeless portrait of George Washington, strong, calm, and resolute. His image, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, has remained largely unchanged for decades, representing the stability and leadership of the first U.S. president. The reverse side of the coin proudly displays the American eagle, wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. The eagle's pose symbolizes strength through peace, a message that resonates even today. The 1988 quarter was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia quarters have no mint mark, Denver coins feature a D, and San Francisco proofs are marked with an S. Each mint produced millions, but only a handful of these coins hold the special traits that make them truly rare and valuable. By 1988, quarters were made of a copper-nickel clad composition, a copper core layered with nickel. Silver had long been removed from regular circulation, yet the metallic shine of these modern coins remained bright and durable. Despite being mass-produced, a few 1988 quarters emerged from the mint with unique characteristics: minting errors, doubling, and striking flaws that transformed them from everyday coins into hidden treasures. One of the most fascinating varieties is the double die error, where letters or numbers appear to have a faint shadow or doubling effect due to a misalignment. During minting, these errors are visually striking and extremely sought after by collectors. Another rare find is the off-center strike, when the design is misaligned on the planchet, leaving part of the coin blank. The more dramatic the off-center, the more valuable the coin becomes. There are also coins with filled or weak mint marks, a result of debris or grease clogging the die. These subtle differences often go unnoticed by the untrained eye but can drastically affect a coin's desirability. Proof versions from San Francisco were specially made for collectors, struck multiple times for sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. These coins were never intended for circulation and remain some of the most visually stunning examples of the Washington Quarter series. Collectors love the 1988 Washington Quarter because it sits near the end of the pre-state quarter era, a time before the design changes that began in 1999. That makes it one of the last quarters to feature the original eagle reverse design. The late 1980s also marked an era when minting technology was improving, but small mechanical variations still led to unique and collectible coins. It was a blend of precision and imperfection that fascinates numismatists today. A coin's condition plays a huge role in determining its value. A 1988 quarter found in circulation may be worth face value, but one preserved in mint state condition, especially with a rare error, can reach astonishing figures. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC with high ratings such as MS67 or MS68 are considered top-tier and can command premium prices at auctions. Even the luster and surface shine of a 1988 quarter can make a difference. A bright, reflective coin with full details and no scratches is far more desirable than a worn one. Some collectors specifically search for transitional planchet errors, coins accidentally struck on the wrong metal blank. These types of minting mistakes are among the rarest and most valuable discoveries in modern coinage. There are also known die cracks and die breaks in some 1988 quarters, raised lines or bumps that appear due to wear in the minting dies. These tiny imperfections make each coin one of a kind. The thrill of finding a rare 1988 quarter lies in the surprise. It could be sitting in an old coin jar, resting in your pocket, or mixed in with everyday change, waiting to reveal its secret worth. Many lucky collectors have stumbled upon valuable 1988 quarters purely by chance, later realizing that what looked like just another coin was actually a small fortune in disguise. Because of their history, limited rare varieties, and the nostalgia of the original eagle design, these quarters have become highly collectible among modern coin enthusiasts. The Washington Quarter series itself stands as a cornerstone of American coinage, representing nearly 7 decades of consistency and beauty before design changes began. For collectors, each year tells its own story, and 1988 is one of those special years that produced coins both ordinary and extraordinary. It's fascinating to think that the coin you used to buy a snack might have the potential to be worth more than a car, a trip, or even a home. That's the magic of coin collecting. You never know what hidden gem you might have. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, the 1988 quarter teaches a valuable lesson: always look closer. The smallest details can hold the biggest surprises. From doubled dies to off-center strikes, from proof brilliance to mint-state perfection, every coin tells its own story of minting, circulation, and discovery. And for the Washington Quarter, that story is one of American pride. A reminder that even the simplest object can carry immense historical and financial value. So next time you see a 1988 Washington Quarter, take a moment to admire it. Check the mint mark, the shine, the details. You might be holding something truly extraordinary. Because one incredibly rare 1988 United States of America Washington Quarter dollar has been sold for a jaw-dropping amount of $110,000. If you have a 1988 quarter or any other old coin, comment below, and let our channel help you find out its real worth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, comment your coin details, and like this video to support more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins like this one. Top 5. The United States of America Washington Quarter dollar from the year 1997 may look like an ordinary coin that passes through countless hands every day, but beneath its familiar design lies a fascinating story of history, precision, and unexpected value. Some of these quarters, due to their rare characteristics and minting errors, have become treasures worth far more than anyone could imagine. The Washington Quarter has been a proud part of American coinage since 1932, when it was first introduced to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Its design has become one of the most iconic in U.S. history, recognized and respected across generations. The obverse of the 1997 quarter continues this classic tradition. It features the profile of George Washington, calm, noble, and determined. Sculptor John Flanagan's timeless work still captures the strength and integrity of America's founding father. On the reverse side, the American bald eagle spreads its wings majestically, clutching arrows and olive branches. This design symbolizes the country's strength balanced with its desire for peace, a perfect reflection of American values. By 1997, the Washington Quarter had been circulating for over 6 decades, and its familiar image had become part of everyday American life. Yet that year's minting holds special significance for collectors due to certain remarkable variations and errors. The quarters were produced at 3 primary mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, Denver coins bear a D, and San Francisco coins have an S. Each mint produced millions, but not all were perfect. The San Francisco Mint, known for its proof coins, created beautifully polished versions of the 1997 quarter, pieces meant for collectors rather than circulation. These coins shimmer with mirror-like finishes and sharply detailed features. Proof coins are struck multiple times under high pressure, creating deep contrasts between the raised design and the flat background. In 1997, these coins were particularly admired for their crisp details and visual beauty. But what truly captures the imagination of collectors are the error coins, those struck with mistakes that make them one of a kind. These errors can transform an everyday coin into a prized collectible worth thousands. One of the most fascinating types is the doubled die error, where certain elements, such as the lettering or numbers, appear to have a faint doubling effect. These small imperfections are incredibly rare and instantly recognizable to experts. Another sought-after variety is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is misaligned, leaving part of the planchet blank. The more dramatic the misalignment, the greater the coin's rarity and value. There are also 1997 quarters that were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning they were accidentally made using metal blanks meant for other denominations like dimes or foreign coins. These minting errors are among the rarest finds. Even subtle differences, like filled mint marks or die cracks, can make a coin stand out. Collectors carefully inspect their coins with magnifying lenses to detect these small but valuable imperfections. Condition plays a major role in determining a coin's worth. Coins that have never been used and remain in mint state condition are far more valuable than those that have circulated. The 1997 quarter in high-grade mint state condition, especially one with a rare error, can sell for incredible prices at coin shows and auctions. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC evaluate these coins under strict standards, assigning them grades such as MS67 or MS68 for near-perfect examples. Collectors pay close attention to the luster, sharpness of the strike, and overall preservation when determining a coin's potential value. Even the slightest imperfection can make a big difference in price. The 1997 quarter represents one of the last years of the traditional eagle reverse before the state quarter program began in 1999. That makes it historically significant as part of the final chapter of the classic Washington quarter design. This transition adds extra appeal for collectors who cherish the older style of the eagle reverse, a symbol of strength that was soon to be replaced by state-specific designs. Each 1997 quarter, in its own way, marks the end of an era. A farewell to a design that had been trusted and admired for more than 60 years. It's remarkable how a small, everyday coin can carry so much meaning. A piece of metal that connects generations and tells the story of America's history, economy, and artistry. For some, coin collecting begins as a hobby, but it soon becomes a passion, one where curiosity and patience often lead to amazing discoveries. Imagine finding a 1997 quarter in an old drawer or a coin roll and realizing it has a rare minting error. That small coin could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Collectors across the country keep searching, hoping to uncover one of these rare pieces that escape the mint with a special story to tell. Every mark, every detail on a coin holds clues about its journey, from the moment it was struck to the hands that passed it along through time. The Washington quarter remains one of the most respected and collected coins in the United States, symbolizing not just monetary value but also national pride and history. The 1997 issue stands as a bridge between tradition and change, between the classic design that honored Washington and the modern era that followed with the state quarters. It's a coin that reminds us how even ordinary things can hold extraordinary stories, waiting to be uncovered by those who take the time to look. So, the next time you come across a 1997 Washington quarter, don't overlook it. Take a closer look, check its shine, details, and mint mark. You might just be holding a rare treasure, because one extraordinary 1997 United States of America Washington quarter dollar was sold for an incredible amount of $67,000. If you have a 1997 quarter or any other old coin, comment below, and let our channel help you find out its true worth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and like this video to support more amazing coin stories and help others discover the hidden treasures in their own collections.